The most basic secondary legal resources are dictionaries and encyclopedias. Legal dictionaries are very valuable tools for legal research and writing because the law has its own language. Everyday words can often have a different or specific meaning within the context of the law. The good news is legal dictionaries, most notably Black's Law Dictionary, will help reveal those meanings in a familiar format. There is nothing unique or special about using a legal dictionary. Rather, it is simply important to remember that in law, the legal dictionary definition will trump any standard dictionary meaning. In addition to providing definitions of the legal context or words, legal dictionaries will also include Latin phrases, legal jargon, and pronunciation guides. Legal encyclopedias are another simple research tool. Legal encyclopedias contain brief, broad summaries of legal topics, providing introductions to legal topics and explaining relevant terms of art. Legal encyclopedias also provide citations to relevant primary law and sometimes give citations to relevant major law review articles. As a concept, encyclopedias are familiar to most individuals. In fact, encyclopedias are often the means by which students first learned about research back in primary school. Legal encyclopedias share many features with their traditional counterparts. Legal encyclopedias usually come in large, voluminous sets and are organized by topic. Within each topic, entries on various subtopics are used to present information. While traditionally a print tool, electronic versions of legal encyclopedias are now readily available. In law, there are two main legal encyclopedias: American Jurisprudence and Corpus Juris Secundum. These two legal encyclopedias are referred to as AmJur and CJS, respectively. American Jurisprudence is more likely to cover important federal statutory material. In contrast to CJS's comprehensiveness, AmJur is more selective in its methodology. This means that AmJur provides citations only to the cases the editors consider the best or most important. AmJur tends to have shorter footnotes and a level of readability that some researchers prefer. AmJur is available on both Lexis and Westlaw, as well as in print. CJS includes topics covering both procedural and substantive law. Articles in Corpus Juris Secundum tend to be longer and more detailed than American Jurisprudence articles. Because CJS's goal is to provide the researcher with every relevant citation, some pages have more footnotes than actual text. CJS will tend to provide citations to mostly cases and fewer statutes. Also, since CJS is a West product, if there is an appropriate topic and key number for a subject, CJS will also provide that topic and key number, which is helpful for discovering other related resources. Because the articles in CJS present broad, general principles of law, they are not likely to state the exact law of a specific jurisdiction. There are numerous state legal encyclopedias, as well as encyclopedias with a more narrow focus, such as AmJur Trials. These sources can be helpful when in a specific jurisdiction or area of law. It is important to note, however, not all topics or jurisdictions will have legal encyclopedias, and the coverage can vary greatly. It is important to understand how a legal encyclopedia can facilitate legal research. There are two primary uses for legal encyclopedias. First, the entries can be quite useful as a general introduction to an area of law that may be unfamiliar. Legal encyclopedias provide more in-depth information than a legal dictionary, while being nearly as accessible and easy to use. Second, legal encyclopedias are a way to find citations to cases and other useful materials on a particular issue. Thus, even though as a secondary source, legal encyclopedias are not intended to be used as authoritative sources on the law in any area, they can guide legal writers and researchers to primary resources to cite in briefs, memoranda, or scholarly papers. These two uses make legal encyclopedias a very good place to begin major research, whether for an academic paper or a legal memorandum. To begin major research, Knowing the ways to find the right articles within the relevant legal encyclopedia is essential. In print, on Westlaw Next, or using Lexis Advance, the table of contents can be used to locate topics that may be useful. The table of contents is usually found at the beginning and should list the chapters by name in their order of appearance in the book, along with the page numbers on which the chapters begin. In print or on Westlaw Next, the index can be used to find articles. Remember, an index is an alphabetical list of words or headings with references to the places where those words or headings occur. An index is typically found at the end of a book. An index will allow for more specificity or precision with keywords. A table of contents may require browsing before finding exactly the right topic. The online versions of AmJur and CJS are searchable within the databases where they are found. On Lexis, American jurisprudence can be pulled up directly from the search bar. The search bar will begin to autofill, and users may select American jurisprudence from the list. Selecting American jurisprudence will bring up the table of contents. The table of contents can be used to browse topics. The search bar can now also be used to conduct a search limited to American jurisprudence. On Westlaw Next, CJS or AmJur can be retrieved in a similar manner from the search bar. Upon selection of CJS or AmJur, Westlaw Next will display the table of contents. The table of contents will permit users to browse topics. In addition, the search bar will now faintly display the name of the resource in which the search will be confined. For example, if CJS is selected from the drop-down list, the search will be restricted to CJS. Even though Westlaw Next provides a table of contents and searching mechanisms, it is important to remember that Westlaw Next is one of the few databases that provide indexing tools for legal encyclopedias. The precision provided by these indexing tools makes the index an optimal starting point for legal encyclopedia research. Once CJS or AmJur has been selected from the original drop-down list, the link to the index will be available from the top right-hand side of the screen. Using a legal encyclopedia is straightforward, and legal encyclopedias can help legal researchers and writers move from start to finish on a research trail. In the next clip, you'll learn about a more complete and in-depth secondary source, the legal treatise. Before moving on, though, let's take the quiz for this clip to review and test your legal encyclopedia knowledge.